Hey there, all you poison people. We're back, and we're ready to take you on another fucking adventure. If you're new here, I'm Trass, and it's my turn to host today. I'm here with my sister, Janet.
That's me.
My niece, Cowie.
Yo.
And today we have a very special guest. You've heard us talk about him in almost every episode, and I'm super excited to introduce you guys to my husband, Sean.
How's it going?
Johnny.
You finally made it to the pod.
Welcome to hell.
Little boy, you going to hell.
He's used to it.
John, how are you feeling about all of this?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
You
How are
sure
you
about
feeling
that?
about it? Oh, I'm ready.
So I have some questions for you. Do you listen to our podcast? Don't tell
Tell the
lies.
truth.
Don't
No,
tell
ma'am,
lies.
I do not.
No, he doesn't.
Oh my God! Wow.
Don't worry, I put my hand on the Bible.
I feel so supported.
Can't say I blame him. No.
What are you expecting from this experience today?
Man, I don't quite know. I guess maybe a migraine?
Yeah, that's quite possible.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. It's
You
a real
should've
worry.
brought some
Wow.
alcohol.
I might even have to drink tonight.
Way to pump us up.
So are you going to drive me home later or what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I'll drive
And
you
me.
home.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
I am.
I'm going to get a little poison.
John's like, fuck everything.
He's
I
like,
got
I
this.
hate you guys right now.
We can go for a ride. Was that a burp?
John.
He's keeping score.
John's keeping score of how many burps each of us do.
This is
because
bullshit.
whoever burps the most has to take my dog Odin on a fucking bike ride. And if you know Odin, he is a powerhouse of fun.
He loved
He
to
is
run.
a beast, and he loves his Uncle Shawnee.
He do.
And
And he don't love us
John
the same
is
way
hell
like that.
bent that I'm gonna learn how to
John even
to
put-
take this dog on a
He
bike
even
ride. I
brought
guess
his own bike today.
He did.
It's in the back of my van.
John's like, your bike's shit. I got
goes-
one that works.
He goes, we get in the van and he goes, you haven't even looked in the back. I'm like, I literally just fucking got it. And he's like motioning to the back. And I'm like, oh shit. And he's
Take
like,
a little
yeah.
peek. Take a
He's
little
been talking
gander.
shit. He's been talking shit since the last time we were here. He's like, I'm going to make those bitches go.
I'll go. I just I'll probably fall, so that's fine.
I think I was
That's
like
fine.
16 the last time I was on a bike.
I'm telling you, I'm not very stable on it. I'm very wobbly.
I
We'll
was
get you
just
some training
telling-
wheels.
I was just telling these assholes about, I looked right at my Aunt Tracy, and I was like, do you not remember the time that I rode a bike right into a parked car? I was like 5 fucking years old. Nothing's
Hey,
changed.
I did that like 3 summers ago. Remember that shit? Oh my God, dude. And my ass hurt for like 4 days after that.
That's why we have the big cushions on the
Yeah, I
bikes.
did get a
now.
fat. I got a fat butt seat on mine.
I do. I
I
have
got a
one,
fat
too.
butt seat.
Oh my God. Okay, well, today we're going to dive into some pretty fucked up shit. So I have my husband here for a very specific reason. If you know John, you know that he's the most football savvy person ever. I'm not really sure why he doesn't work for the NFL in some capacity. He could really be out there making me the big bucks. Okay, so we're a family full of like football fans. We're actually doing our family fantasy football draft after
Oh my
we're
God!
done recording
and fuck
this episode.
everyone at this table. You guys are so fucked.
Nope, I'm winning the trophy this
You
year.
guys are so fucked. And the trophy. Do you talk about this fucking trophy?
No, I haven't. I left that open because I haven't. I was like, oh my God, everybody's gonna freak
So
out.
last year, I ordered us a lame ass trophy. It was a football, and it was like
It was still
because
cool, though.
It
I
was
liked it.
cool,
Yeah.
But the one I wanted was out of stock, and it wasn't going to be in stock until September, and I could not wait because we have to have it at our party. So I told John about it like a couple weeks ago, early, right? And John gets right on his phone and ordered that fucker. And I'm telling you what, it's a goddamn goat head with fucking sunglasses and a sick ass chain.
In a sick ass chain.
and
Did
it
you
says
see it?
goat.
It's upstairs.
Yeah,
Did you see it?
I saw it. She's home, buddy.
She's home.
She's home.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
I'm winning that fucker.
Mm,
That
well,
bitch is mine. I'm gonna try my ass off.
You guys are going
Mom
to
is
have
turning
That fucker
red.
is
I could
mine.
see my sister's eyeballs right
I am
now.
in-
She's intense.
Man, I love football. It's the best time of year.
It is.
And this is only our second year doing fantasy.
Yeah.
So I really have I'm talking out of my ass and have no idea
Who
what I'm
cares?
doing.
But we've been football fans for our
my
whole
entire
fucking
life.
lives.
Remember
So,
Lambo?
Yeah. Remember?
Remember
We had the
Lambo?
best fucking time.
Anyway.
Maybe we should post a picture of that on the.
Yeah,
on the-
we should. We'll post
on
a
the
picture
Facebook.
for all of of you to see how fucking badass it is.
We have the
Also-
Thanks,
best time.
John, for ordering that.
Quick shout
That's
out.
dope.
Dope
It's
is
the
dope.
service I provide.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about. I don't have my jersey on, but let's tell the audience who our favorite team is. We're just gonna hold off on you, husband. Because
Yeah, you don't have a right
the
to
three
speak
of
right
us
now.
root for the same team. And what
Duh.
team is that, you guys?
motherfucking Green Bay Packers,
That's right, bitch.
We hinted at that with Lambo, I
Yeah,
guess.
we did.
So, you know,
Everybody knows who listens
Yeah.
We've
to
told
this.
stories about it too.
we're cheeseheads from the heart of Wisconsin.
cheesehead.
I have
Yeah.
cheesehead earrings.
Yeah.
I'm getting all decked
Recommend.
out after this, after the
John's gonna go
up.
home and get my jersey.
Yeah.
What about you, husband? Who's your favorite team?
The one and only Mile High Stadium, Denver Broncos.
Oh my god.
And you know what, though?
They're all right.
They're actually like my top 3. I really do like the Broncos a lot.
I wear the Bronco gear that I buy for him,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
I do like the Broncos.
I'm okay
Go
representing.
Broncos. As long as they're not playing Green Bay, then go Broncos.
Yeah, then we can fuck around. What does NFL stand for?
The National Football League.
Oh my God, is there going to be tests?
It's just a few
Nobody
quick-
told me about
We're just
there was
having-
going to be a test.
You know all the answers to this. How
okay.
Janet,
many?
Who leads the most yards?
I don't
No,
know.
hold
I don't
on.
know.
Calm down.
No.
We're not.
I didn't know there was going to be a test.
We're not getting that intense, you guys.
Me, like, I don't fucking know, but it's cool, man.
How many players are on the field at a time?
A lot.
Like 24.
11
Absolutely right, husband.
for one team anyway.
Yes, 11 for one team, correct.
Wait, so I wasn't too far off?
24,
For two.
you said. 24, you said.
I'm
24.
I'm thinking
The
like
answer's 11.
I was thinking. I apologize. I was thinking like
I
field
apologize.
and the side, the bench. What we got for
Well, that's a
backup?
53-man roster right there.
Yeah.
Good job, John.
How many teams are in the NFL?
No. 37, 6, 2. God damn it.
Me 12.
Oh my fucking God.
They're the only ones I fucking know.
I was way closer than you.
Who the fuck watches the Jets anyways?
There's only one as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly.
So when you're talking about football, you hear a lot about the NFC and the AFC. So what is the NFC and what is the AFC?
It's the different divisions.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. What are the names?
What is the division?
What?
This ain't fucking Jeopardy, bitch. Back the fuck up.
My
husband division knows- does not
my
exist.
husband's like, these are all stupid fucking questions right now. Go ahead, husband.
So we have the AFC, which is the American Football Conference, and the NFC, which is the National Football Conference.
And they merged, well, kind of like, so they were separate.
Yep.
And then they merged to become basically like the NFL, basically.
Yep. There
Yes.
was
Yep.
the NFL, and then there was the AFL.
Yes.
And in the 60s, I think it was 1960, they combined to just form the NFL.
That
Dope.
sounds right. Good
Very
job, John.
good. You
Yeah.
sound really hot on a microphone. Could we
Chill
Oh
the fuck
my
out.
God.
Chill the fuck out.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're not here to talk about football facts, but
We're
rather,
not?
No.
Oh, okay.
But rather the fucked up shit NFL players have done,
And there's a lot
Or-
of fucked up shit.
been accused of doing. So we're gonna start off really strong, but we won't go into much detail. And everybody knows about this case, and it's a really good place to start, in my personal opinion.
I did not burp.
You're doing a really bad job paying attention.
No, I was silent about it. That's
You said-
why it doesn't count as if I don't into the fucking mic.
Girl.
Everybody knows that.
Here we go.
Here we go.
O.J. Simpson. In 1967, Simpson played for the University of Southern California. His performance earned him a Heisman Trophy in 1968.
What
if you
was
don't
he, John? A Steeler? What was he?
We go into it.
Oh,
Or
okay.
wait, yes, we do. We go into it. But the Heisman Trophy, if you didn't know, was like overall best player for college, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Right, honey? Or
Yep.
is there like more to add
Yep,
to
nope.
like the Heisman? Okay. Simpson, or Juice because of his fucking initials, was the first overall draft pick for the Buffalo Bills in 1969.
Oh,
Say
wait,
that.
I was way wrong. Why did
So-
I think Steelers?
No,
Anyway.
it was
Because
Buffalo
he's
Bills.
a fucking loser.
Because he's a loser.
Steelers are a good team, especially back then. They were.
Fuck them.
So Simpson married Nicole Brown in 1985, and they had 2 children, Sydney and Justin. And in 1992, Simpson and Nicole were divorced.
And he also had a third.
He had more children with, because he
Like later.
he was married previously, so he had children with that lady, and then I think he
Oh,
had
never mind.
more children
Before.
later.
And
I'm
with
not-
Kris Jenner.
Yeah. Oh. No.
He is
You
also Khloe Kardashian's
leave
father.
Chloe the fuck out of this. All right, we're not going to.
She's like the best one.
She
not-
is,
let's
but
not
she
knock
is
on
the
her.
best one.
That face don't lie, though.
Okay,
Well, anymore, who can tell?
for real.
Anyway.
On the night of June 12th, 1994, Brown and her family had dinner at a Los Angeles restaurant. Ron Goldman, who was a waiter of the restaurant, went to Brown's house after they had left to return some glasses that her mother had left at the restaurant.
What a nice
What a
young
nice
man.
gentleman.
What a nice young man he is that he did that.
So Brown and Goldman were later found stabbed to death outside of her condominium in Los Angeles.
Brutally
and Simpson
fucking massacred.
Brutally. And there's a whole I said, I didn't put a whole shit ton of stuff on this, but Nicole had a white Akita. And the neighbors were able to know that something was wrong because the dog was barking, and because it was white, they could see the blood on the dog's paws, and the dog actually led the neighbors to Nicole's body.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah. Ugh, that just pisses me off because we'll talk more about that later. But anyway.
He did it. Guilty.
Simpson was obviously the prime suspect, and rather than surrender to the police, after being notified of impending charges on June 17th, Simpson hid in the back of a sport utility vehicle, also known as the white Bronco chase.
Do you remember this?
I do.
Do you remember where we were?
Crazy.
Yeah. I think, weren't we in Colorado?
No, we were at Aunt Dee's house.
Oh, were we at Aunt
And-
Dee's house? I
yeah.
just remember watching it being like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
It was on every fucking channel, dude.
Seriously, it was fucking everywhere. Yeah. After being told that Simpson had a gun to his own head, law enforcement officers followed the vehicle at low speeds for more than an hour. The attempted escape was televised live nationally and seen by an estimated 95 million viewers.
I was one of them.
I was too. And hundreds of
Not
Simpsons
John
fans.
or Kaylee because they
no,
weren't
they
even
were
fucking
babies.
born yet.
They
No.
were. It was like 1992. No.
94.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
90.
So whatever.
I could have been watching.
I
You
could
don't
have been
know.
watching.
Came out
So
the womb with
Simpsons
football.
fans
He was in his baby
actually-
bouncer.
Watching that shit.
Touchdown.
Go Juice.
They lined the streets in support of him. So he had just fans just lined up on the streets because
So stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid.
and it ended at Simpson's home in Brentwood, California, where he was placed under arrest and taken into custody.
It's not stupid because, listen, he had a reputation to uphold. He was a sports hero. And everyone was like, he couldn't have done this. They totally believed it. Just because the only reason I
Hindsight.
know about this is because I was a Favre motherfucking fan all the way. And he broke my goddamn heart on a ton of separate occasions. And I'm still a fan. But listen, he's a piece of shit.
He is.
But he's a goddamn great fucking football player.
He really is.
Did
Or
you
was.
know OJ, when he had gone back to the house when they had checked his vehicle, that he had a fake beard, $9,000 cash, and his passport?
Oh, I didn't even.
Yeah,
was-
and
didn't
his
even look
best
into
friend
that.
was the one that was driving the Bronco.
AJ Cowl
Yeah.
or AC
Yep, that's right.
Cowlings.
Yeah. Yep, and he's the one that would talk him into being like, "Hey, man, maybe we should just go back to the house."
And he was the one that was driving.
yeah, yep,
Yep.
he drove.
Many cable television networks devoted long stretches of time to speculation about the case and to the public opinion of said case. Millions watched the televised proceedings of the trial throughout the day, and the major figures involved in the case became instant celebrities. Robert Kardashian.
Yeah,
On October 3rd, Simpson was found not guilty of the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. And actually, the verdict was brought down the day before, but they waited a day to announce it publicly. I don't really know why that is, but they did wait.
because they knew it was going to be,
Huge.
yeah,
And people were going to be
and this was
fucking
like such a
pissed.
race-related case. Like, I
It was
didn't think of
very-
it in terms of race, and I don't think a lot of people did, but some people did, and
I
when
took a lot of that
a black
out.
guy killed a white girl,
Right.
and then back in those days it was the 90s, like
Right.
everything was pretty racially heated.
Yep.
And
And I found a lot of that. I took it all out just because I didn't really want to do a
go
whatever.
crazy about it,
Yeah,
but
I didn't want to focus on it, but it was a major factor for a lot of
and
people.
I think that's probably why they waited, because they're
could've
like,
been.
hey, are people going to riot or not? Like, we probably got to get people
Yeah.
ready. Anyway, if you're a piece of shit, you should go to fucking prison. And
Agreed.
if you're not, then you don't. But it doesn't matter if you're black, white, fucking brown, whatever.
Nope. Although Simpson was acquitted in the criminal case, he was also sued by the victims' families for wrongful death, and the civil trial began in October of 1996. And less than 4 months later, the jury found him responsible for the deaths of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman and awarded the families $33.5 million.
But they never saw a dime.
They didn't? I didn't even look into that.
Nope. They never
Nope.
goddamn saw
That's
a
fucking
thing.
bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
So in September of 2007, we're not done with OJ
Oh, wait.
yet.
Oh,
but
no.
there's more.
But there's more.
This guy's and he's still around, fucking
No,
posting
he's-
Instagram reels.
He's
and
dead.
shit.
No, he's dead as
Oh.
hell.
Yeah.
Why don't you just buckle in over there and take a fucking
He
listen?
just
Really?
was
Damn.
posting Instagram reels.
he's
is what
dead.
I'm saying.
No, he
Then he
wasn't
died.
just posting
No,
Instagram.
he
reels.
was
He's
not.
dead as hell.
Thank God.
Simpson was arrested in Las Vegas after leading a group of men to retrieve sports memorabilia from a hotel room, which resulted in charges of armed robbery and kidnapping. Although Simpson claimed the items were rightfully his, he and his associates were found guilty of the crimes in 2008, and he was sentenced to a minimum of 9 years in prison and was released on parole in 2017.
So isn't it funny that he only served time for armed robbery? Right?
I mean,
Yeah,
is it funny?
he
No.
served big time just for that and not
Just
for murder.
that. Yep.
Bro,
Oh
you
my
just
God.
know he did it. Who writes a book if I did it?
If I did it,
Who
this
the
is
fuck
what I would
writes
do.
that? Who
Or
does
that
Every
fucking
motherfucker
glove.
that didn't do it is like, thank God, I'm lucky that I didn't get caught for this. You know, like nailed for that.
Right.
And now this dude, if I did it,
If I did it,
bitch,
this
you
is what-
did do it.
He
is
did
what
do
I would
it.
do.
Oh
That
my
book is
God.
just about what he would have done differently. I'm telling you right fucking now.
I said that's what I would have done.
Like,
Like, look, if that was me, this is what I would have
This
done.
is what I would have
would have
done.
done, you know? Like,
Let me lay it out a little differently.
Right, I'm not making it nice and neat. We're going balls to the wall.
Balls to the wall. All right. Well, OJ died on April 10th of 2024 at the age of 76 from prostate cancer.
Hooray.
His family announced his death on social media, stating he was surrounded by his children and grandchildren, and they asked for privacy.
ugh.
Yeah. All right. So next we're going to talk about Javon Belcher. Do you know about this
I
guy?
don't know.
Okay.
I might.
In 2012, would he play for the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah, I know this.
In 2012, Belcher was living with his girlfriend, Cassandra Perkins, and their 3-month-old baby, Zoe. Friends stated that the couple argued frequently. And on the night of November 30th, 2012, Perkins went to the Power and Light District, and that's an entertainment area in the downtown area of Kansas City. She went there to do whatever, I guess, and Belcher just happened to be there as well with a different woman named Brittany Glass.
It's always a Britney.
Yeah.
Always.
Why is it always Britney?
I don't know. I love you, Brittany.
I do love Britneys, but they're always hot.
I love my Brittany.
Why is Britneys are always hot?
For the most part, yeah. I guess I've never really met like a.
I've never
fucking-
met an ugly Britney.
like a nasty ass. Oh, I take that back. I have.
You have?
I have. So around 1 a.m., Perkins returned to the couple's home, and the two argued about her staying out late. This was according to a friend whom Perkins apparently had called at some point. Since Belcher would spend the night at another apartment, either he had come home briefly to argue with Perkins, or it occurred over the phone. It's unclear as to how this argument actually happened.
Yeah.
Belcher had driven Glass to her apartment, but the two somehow became separated. And neighbors saw Belcher sleeping in his black Bentley, don't really know why we care what fucking kind of car this douchebag has, in her parking lot. The car's lights were on at 2:47 a.m., and someone called to report it to police. And at 3:07 a.m., police knocked on Belcher's window to wake him up.
Okay.
So this is the timeline so far.
And he's sleeping in his Bentley.
Yes, in his black Bentley.
307.
The police knocked on Belcher's window to
Okay.
wake him up. So Belcher told the police that he was waiting on his quote-unquote girlfriend, but she was not home. And they asked him to call her to verify that she lived there, I guess. And Belcher made a call from his cell phone. And at 3:19, Belcher entered the apartment building after one resident had been outside smoking a cigarette and let Belcher in because they knew him and they knew it was okay to let him inside. That's a quote. Police then left, noting that while Belcher may have had some drinks, that he was very cooperative and did not appear to be inebriated. So he never actually got a hold of Brittany. The neighbor was outside smoking and they saw him and they had seen him around before, so they let him in. Belcher spent the night on supposedly this woman's couch, but we don't know for sure if it was the same apartment as Glass, like if he stayed in Glass's apartment or if he stayed in the neighbor's apartment. Like, it's not really clear. So the woman said that Glass was asleep at the time, and she allowed Belcher to stay because he was intoxicated. And he asked her to wake him up at 6:30 the next morning because he had a team meeting, and he would get fined if he didn't make it to the meeting.
Right.
The team meeting was scheduled for 9:30 a.m. the next day.
That ain't early at all. If you bitch ass ain't up by 9:30, then
Well,
goddamn.
you have to remember, like, he had his girlfriend and his kid over here. I think he mostly wanted to get up to be able to go
Oh
home.
my god, my ass wake up at 6:00. I've been awake for hours.
Well, we're not.
I'm trying to have a nap at that time.
I'm trying to have a nap. Me too.
Anyway, okay.
So Belcher returned home between 6:30 a.m. and 7 a.m. His actual home, not Brittany Glass's home. And another argument had ensued with Perkins. And in this discussion, Belcher drew a handgun and fatally shot Perkins in front of his mother. The police arrived at the house around 7:50 a.m. following a call from the mother. And the 22-year-old Perkins had been shot in the neck, chest, abdomen, hip, back, leg, and hand.
Oh my
a
god.
total of 9 times he shot her. Mm-hmm. And you could, I guess, in the 911 call, like you could hear the baby crying in the background.
Brittany? Is Brittany alive?
I guess she's fine. He left there. He wasn't whatever. He went home and started arguing with Perkins, and then this all happened.
You know, I'll never understand how you basically work your entire life to get into the NFL. It's like, it's a fucking very strict club. Not everybody gets to do that. And then they waste it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What the fuck?
So after murdering Perkins, Belcher drove about 5 miles to a parking lot at the Chiefs' practice facility. He stepped out of the car with a gun, pointed it to his head once he encountered the Chiefs' general manager. Belcher told him that he had just murdered his girlfriend and thanked him before asking him and the Chiefs' owner to take care of his daughter. The manager tried to persuade Belcher to drop the gun, and then the Chiefs' head coach, along with a linebacker coach, arrived on the scene, and the police were dispatched to the scene at around 8:01 a.m. As the sound of sirens approached, Belcher told the men that he had to kill himself and that he can't be here. That's a quote unquote, can't be here. He knelt down by the car, made a sign of the cross, and shot himself in the head.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So on January 14th of 2013, the Jackson County Medical Examiner's Office released autopsy reports showing that Belcher had a blood alcohol content of 0.17 in his system, which is more than double the legal driving limit in Missouri.
Why didn't anyone do anything?
So if you look at this, fucked them up. Like, this fucked up all these people that were involved. And they did their best. They were not expecting this was not something that was expected, or, whatever. I guess they all came over and were trying to get him to chill out.
Skilled people,
but he had already
that.
He already shot her at that point. This was what he was going to do. Nobody was going to talk him out of it at all.
Oh my god, bro. Just relax.
Right.
Everybody fucking relax.
So the Chiefs had a game scheduled the day after the murder-suicide, and the game went on as scheduled.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah. So no formal mention was made of the shooting at the game, and although there was a moment of silence for victims of domestic violence and their families, they didn't
Nobody
talk
knew
about
why.
it. Yeah, they didn't talk about it.
Mad respect, though, that they gave a moment of silence for victims of domestic violence and not victims of suicide.
Right.
At that time.
This
So-
is how you make money, kid.
Right.
Well, yeah, but also they could have
Because they knew people were shortly going to be finding out about this.
Yeah.
And if they didn't fucking do something, then
They were
everyone
gonna
was
be
going to be
fucked.
like, oh, and the NFL just went on with no fucking,
Yeah.
I mean,
whatever.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's all about money at the end of the day, but they could have fucking done some whack shit where they were like,
Wow,
for
that's
the
seriously
people.
fucked up.
Yep. So this incident sparked a conversation about the potential links between football-related head injuries and violent behavior.
Okay.
Okay, as Belcher's brain was later examined and found to show signs of CTE, which is chronic traumatic encephalopathy. It's swelling of the brain, basically. So CTE is a progressive and degenerative brain disease found in individuals with a history of repeated head injuries. And the symptoms include cognitive impairment, which is like memory loss, confusion, difficulty with planning, behavioral and mood changes such as aggression, depression, and impulsiveness. And motor problems, which is such as like balance issues and tremors. And this case also highlighted the issue of domestic violence and the devastating consequences it could have.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's a real thing, and it happens all the fucking time in the NFL.
It does. We don't worry. We're gonna get into
And
it.
there's not a lot of shit for the players.
No.
Yeah, except for those dumbass looking helmets.
Yeah,
that
they're
they
so-
have.
Yeah,
They're so ugly.
and look at
Don't
the
worry,
fucking
those are gonna save everyone.
yeah, right. But look at the Dolphins quarterback right now. How many fucking
I love Tua, and he was mine
Yeah.
last year on my
But-
fantasy, and I couldn't use him at all.
this very well could happen to that guy too,
Yeah,
and that's crazy. But he's had so many concussions that at this point,
so there's
anything
something to
could
be
happen.
said about. Remember back in the 90s when we used to watch football, it was a different game then than
Yeah.
it is now.
Completely different game.
The men now, they're fucking beasts. They just keep getting better and better and better and
And
better
also-
and faster and stronger. And when they played in the 90s, you didn't hear about. I mean, it was happening, obviously.
I mean,
It
but
was
it
the
wasn't
CTE was happening, but
not to the
they weren't
caliber.
they weren't as fast though. They were all like they were
Yeah.
huge dudes, but that's it. Like they were all huge. Like
Yeah.
they weren't like lean and fast and like I mean they were fast by the day's standards, but
Yeah.
they weren't what they are now.
no. And then for
the
all of that to
steroids
develop,
epidemic came,
Yeah.
and
and I'm not so sure that that's completely over
no,
either. Like,
it's not.
listen,
And-
how do you keep excelling and getting so much better and so much faster and so much stronger? Like it's like humanly impossible.
These NFL players, they come into this career, and there's no. I feel like there's something to be said because of football in the 90s versus today. There's a lot more money in it. And I think you can see that on the field when you kind of see favoritism for teams with refs and shit like that. But, and it's not just to say like, oh, they did that, so fuck them because that was my team. But some of those calls that they don't fucking flag people for or some shit, they are things that can actually hurt someone,
Yeah.
kill someone, cause
Yeah, you'll see
these
a horse
issues.
collar at least twice a game,
Yeah.
you know, that didn't get called or whatever the fuck. Like,
And
that
they
could rip someone's neck
Yeah.
and paralyze them.
And sometimes the refs don't call them
Yeah.
on some teams, and sometimes they overcall them on others. And that's where, like, I feel like
That's
that's
because
the
that
difference.
ref want to catch these fucking hands right
But
now.
Yeah.
if you remember, well, you don't remember, and neither do you probably, but watching the game in the 90s, you didn't see horse collars every game.
No.
Like, that wasn't even a
No.
thing
And
That
that's what
wasn't a go-to.
And I don't know what happened. I don't know.
No, that's
that,
what I mean. There's more money in football.
And
Because
back
I
in the
feel
60s or whatever, when they had leather helmets, when the fuck was that?
Yeah,
Fucking
but the
forever
men,
ago.
the
50s,
men didn't
60s.
weren't also like the game wasn't as aggressive or as like
But aggression is what we like. That's why we love
and
the
that's
game.
but that's it though. That's
They're
that's
fucking
the,
NFC fighters
Yeah.
out on the fucking
They
field every
want-
goddamn game.
That's what
Every
people want.
year, people
Me
in-
included.
It was straight up the game. Like
Yes.
it wasn't whatever. And now it's the game and a show.
But I think there's something
know?
to be
Goddamn
said
right.
for entertainment, because every fucking year you watch as society grows and
They're
changes
fucking
and evolves.
gladiators out there on the fucking field.
They look for, what are we going to do to keep people engaged? We got to do something
Yeah.
crazy. We got to keep it interesting.
entertained?
Are Yeah. you
not entertained?
Right?
It's in reality shows. It's in fucking normal TV. It's in fucking the news.
Yeah.
Like, they do shit, wild shit every year. They build it up more and more. And now you got just regular men on the field that are doing, like, the impossible.
Yeah,
Like-
but they're getting brain damage.
Yeah.
and
Right.
and then they're
And
committing
they're killing
crimes
their
like
They're
that.
committing a
families.
lot of crimes
But
because
how
he's
much
not.
can we blame on that?
Well, we're going to talk about
Yeah.
it later. So
It's
we
a-
got
it's
we
a
got a lot
balance.
of information to go through.
We're
Hold
at
on,
40.
husband.
Yeah, so like I think you're seeing more of the, well, not only from the research of the CTE that we're more aware of, because it could kick in at any time, but I think you see more of the horse collars now, because back in the 90s, you could lay a motherfucker out. And like there's so many rules now, like if I were to be behind somebody, I can't jump and trip them. That would be a flag. That's tripping. So you know they probably reach up for the whole horse
But
collar,
we didn't
thinking.
see. I feel like we didn't see What was the guy that fucking laid on the field and then got taken away and they thought he was gonna fucking die?
He
Lamar
did die
Hamlin.
Yeah.
Yes.
He didn't die.
on the field.
He did. They brought him back.
Well, he's
Yes,
he's
yes.
alive.
He's alive.
plays.
He's okay.
But he coded on the field. He was technically dead on
Yeah,
the field.
like that shit. You didn't see that shit. You
No.
didn't see
Was-
that shit back then
Well, even nowadays,
because
it'd be
they
rare.
weren't hitting as hard then. They weren't fucking as fast as they are now.
That
and I
and-
don't know what happened.
It's
but
the roids.
Well, that, and I think it has a lot to do with
the conditioning and
because, but back
Sports
then,
medicine.
football was big, but it's not as big as it is now. So a lot of those stories didn't hit the media back then, or
The media
Weren't
was
talked
much
about.
different back then
Right.
Yeah.
too.
So I think because
honestly, what you're talking about makes sense too. Because in the '90s versus today, look at like the kind of padding and shit they wear. It is way different. We do wear a lot more padding now than what they had then,
well,
and that's only a 20-year, 30-year difference. Like,
yeah.
right. Well, and it's not even that, but they teach you so many techniques to tackling now that you kind of have to follow, and if you don't, you'll get flagged for it.
yeah.
I mean,
So
it
it's,
like
I mean, if you go to YouTube, look up '90s hardest hits NFL, and you're going to see helmets flying off people's heads.
Yeah.
And
But
that's
I
not
feel
something we
like-
see every day either.
no, but I feel like when you think about it like this, it makes it even more difficult to understand why there's a difference today.
yeah.
Because we have the technology, we've evolved, we've incorporated these psychotic policies and rules, but why is there more issues today than what
Because
was-
we're all still Neanderthals at heart.
yeah. Did
Listen,
you know
I just want to
that
see a fight. That's what I'm here for. That's what I came for.
ready for some football? Next is Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson was the subject of multiple lawsuits,
Yep.
primarily alleging sexual assault and misconduct during massage sessions between
Fuck that
2020
motherfucker.
and 2021.
What a creep.
While 2 grand juries declined to pursue criminal charges, the NFL suspended him for 11 games for violating the league's personal conduct policy, which stemmed from these allegations, obviously. Watson settled 23 of the 24 lawsuits in 2022, and with the final remaining case resolving in 2024.
And now he's broke as fuck.
He's a fucking loser.
He's not, though.
That's what's making that
Right
yeah.
after all of this, he was quarterback for the Texans. They didn't want him. The Browns traded for him, gave him a fully guaranteed contract. So even if they cut him, he was getting his $200 million no matter what.
And he was still in fantasy football.
Yeah, but someone like
Yeah.
fucking loser.
All right, so the next one we're going to talk about really fucking grinds my fucking gears, and that's Michael Vick.
Yeah, I have a special place in hell for him.
So in 2007, NFL quarterback Michael Vick was convicted of running a multi-state dogfighting operation known as Bad News Kennels.
Ooh, I just got the fucking goosebumps
Seriously,
when
it's
you
fucking
said that.
disgusting. The investigation and subsequent guilty plea exposed a brutal and inhumane scheme that led to severe legal and professional consequences for Vick. Hopefully. So in April of 2007, a drug investigation involving Vick's cousin led authorities to a 15-acre property in rural Virginia
15
owned by Vick.
acres.
Rural is a really hard word to say.
Rural. There we go.
Rural.
Officials discovered a complex used for housing and training pit bulls for dogfighting. They found more than 50 injured and underfed pit bulls, a blood-stained fighting area, and equipment like treadmills and a rape stand used to train dogs. And a rape stand is exactly what you think it is.
What the fuck?
They would hold down, they would strap in a female dog that was too aggressive to let a male breed with her.
Oh
They
my
would
God.
strap her into this so that the male could breed her.
Oh my god.
Yes. Federal documents detailed the abuse at the kennel, including the execution of underperforming dogs by hanging, drowning, and other gruesome methods.
Ugh.
This shit was fucking... No. So in August of 2007, after initially pleading not guilty, Vick signed a plea agreement and admitted to funding the dogfighting operation and participating in the killing
I
of
just saw
some
this
of the dogs.
motherfucker on like ESPN
Yep.
the other day.
He's still
like
there.
he's still like
Yep.
You're a sick motherfucker.
he is a sick
He is.
fucker.
So
Sick.
he pled guilty to a federal felony charge of conspiracy to operate an illegal dogfighting enterprise. And a federal judge sentenced Vick to 23 months in prison, which actually at the time was a harsher punishment than the federal guidelines suggested for a first-time offender. The sentence was influenced by Vick's lack of cooperation during the investigation and a failed drug test.
Okay, this story is fucking... What the fuck?
The NFL suspended Vic without pay. He lost millions in endorsement deals, including
Good.
contacts with Nike and Reebok, and Vic later filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Good.
The dozens of dogs seized from Bad News Kennels were evaluated and placed with rescue organizations and sanctuaries to care for them and their rehabilitation until they died. So I think out of the 50 dogs, they only had to humanely euthanize 2, is from my understanding. After his release from prison in 2009, Vic was reinstated into the NFL and later signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. And in 2010, he was named the NFL Comeback Player of the Year.
Disgusting.
Absolutely. The highly publicized case brought national attention to the issues of dogfighting and animal cruelty. The incident highlighted the viciousness of the illegal activity and prompted tougher federal laws, including the Animal Fighting Prohibition Enforcement Act.
You know, I really wish it wasn't even just referred to as animal fighting, because it doesn't even, like, normal people hear that and they're like, yeah, that's fucked up. But, like, his story is like, no, you are a fucking animal abuser. You're disgusting.
Listen, the shit that I read, because they went into full detail about
You
how
just
they
said
would
the
drown
fucking
these fucking dogs.
Rape
Yeah.
fucking thing. That's disgusting.
I could not. I was disgusted.
You are a sick motherfucker if you do shit to children or fucking animals that cannot fight back and cannot fucking stand up for themselves. You sick motherfucker. I hope you rot in hell.
Okay, so next we have Ray Caruth. The Ray Caruth murder case involved the former Carolina Panthers player being convicted of conspiracy to commit murder in the 1999 shooting of his pregnant girlfriend, Cherika Adams, who died from the attack, leaving their son with permanent disabilities. Caruth was released from prison in 2018 after serving nearly 19 years of his 18 to 24-year sentence. So in 1999, Adams was ambushed and shot by hired men, and this was orchestrated by Caruth. Adams was 8 months pregnant and was killed when Van Brett Watkins and Michael Kennedy, who were hired by Caruth, fired into her car as she drove away from a shopping center. Their son, Chancellor Adams, was born by emergency C-section and survived, but with severe disabilities. Caruth was tried for first-degree murder, but was acquitted of that charge by a jury. He was convicted of conspiracy to commit murder and other related charges. He received a sentence of 18 to 24 years in prison in 2001 for those crimes. After 19 years in prison, Caruth was released in October of 2018, and Adams' mother raised Chancellor. And after Caruth's release, get this, the mother of the daughter who was killed emphasized a desire for her grandson to know his father.
Oh my
Though
God.
she also emphasized unconditional love for the child, who probably, I don't think he was a child at that point. And upon his release, Caruth apologized for his role in the death of his pregnant girlfriend and expressed a hope for a relationship with his son.
Listen, baby.
How about fuck
How
no?
about fuck
Yeah.
you all the way?
Well, he was without oxygen. He was born premature because that's why he had her killed. He didn't want the baby.
Well,
And
what
she
the
was,
fuck?
yeah.
So now he shouldn't get any rights to that.
Well, he's
No.
not a kid anymore. He's like a full-grown
Yeah,
adult
Even
now.
even a full grown adult, he
Yeah,
well,
no.
I mean, it's his
And
choice.
grandma definitely should not be being like,
No, grandma doesn't get a say. You're psychotic and you just want money.
and he killed your daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You
Well,
psycho fucking
so
bitch.
The son does go to like schools and stuff, and he's like motivational speaker. I don't think he can talk, but he shows up and is like an inspiration for the kids that have disabilities or are going through something that. So he does
Good
do
for
something
him.
good to help contribute.
Well, he's a fucking icon,
Right.
but why the fuck would you, as an adult in his life, be like, here's the one who made you this way? No.
No. Yeah. So next we have Henry Ruggs, and he's a former Las Vegas Raiders wide receiver, and he was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison for a fatal DUI crash. And in November of 2021, Ruggs was involved in a collision that killed a woman named Tina Tinter and her dog.
That fucking asshole.
Not the dog.
He pled guilty to a felony DUI charge resulting in death and misdemeanor vehicular manslaughter. Initially, Ruggs was also charged with reckless driving and driving under the influence resulting in bodily harm, but these were dropped as part of his plea agreement. He turned himself in. He wasn't trying to, run and hide from anything.
Yeah, he didn't like shoot his pregnant girlfriend.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know if they dropped this charge or not, but in the state of Las Vegas, it's illegal to have a handgun, any firearm, if you are under the influence, and he had one in the car.
Oh, I didn't even look
Yep,
into that
he did
one.
have that. This poor lady, she was just getting ready to go to college for, I think she wanted to be some sort of engineer. She was driving normal. He's doing 120 in a Corvette, downtown Vegas, smashes into her. Her car catches on fire. He gets out of his car. His girlfriend gets out. Nobody can get that lady out. She's still alive. She burned alive.
Wow.
Firefighters couldn't get
fuck?
to her and the dog. Both.
Break
Yep.
the fucking window.
Like,
No,
nobody
like,
could
it
get,
was-
or nobody tried.
No, nobody could get to her
The-
to do it.
Yeah, they had to
Yeah.
get like the jaws
So
of
she
life
burned
and
alive.
shit.
Why in the
Yeah.
fuck
Yep,
would
so-
you be doing 120
in
down
Las Vegas.
the? Oh my god.
Because you're a fucking millionaire. What the fuck do you got to worry
Yeah, there's
about?
no rules for you, right? Oh my god.
right.
Losers.
Real quick, we're gonna hit this one. Aaron Hernandez.
Okay, here we go. This
Okay.
is the one I've been waiting for.
So, June 17th, 2013, a jogger finds the body of Odin Lloyd riddled with gunshots at an industrial park in North Attleboro, Massachusetts, about a mile from Hernandez's home. Lloyd, he was a 27-year-old semi-pro football player, and he had been dating the younger sister of Hernandez's fiance. Lloyd last had been seen around 2:30 a.m. with Hernandez and his friends, Carlos Ortiz and Ernest Wallace, in a rented silver Nissan Altima, and that's according to prosecutors. So June 26, 2013, Hernandez is arrested and charged with first-degree murder in Lloyd's death, plus 5 weapons-related charges. Hernandez pleads not guilty and is held without bail. The New England Patriots released Hernandez less than 2 hours after his arrest. So in November of 2013, Hernandez allegedly threatens a jail worker, and in February of 2014, Hernandez is involved in an altercation with another inmate. So on April 11th of 2014, Ortiz and Wallace, the friends that were in the car with Hernandez, they are indicted and charged with murder. May 1st of 2014, Hernandez is indicted on charges of assault and battery and threatening to do bodily harm in the connection with the February 25th jailhouse altercation. And he is also indicted for threats to do bodily harm in connection with the November 23 incident, which was the threats to a jail worker. May 15th, 2014, Hernandez is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in the 2012 killings of Deabru and Furtado in Boston. Listen, this shit just keeps racking up for this motherfucker. May 2014, Hernandez pleads not guilty to those double murder charges. Let's go. January of 2015, opening statements begin in Fall River, Massachusetts, in Hernandez's trial for the murder of Lloyd. And then in March, we have Hernandez's fiance. She testifies as a prosecution witness under immunity. She gave them all the tea. So, and then April of that year, Hernandez is found guilty of first-degree murder and weapons charges in Lloyd's death. So that's cool. He is sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, but we still have a lot of shit on the table here.
Yeah.
This is in May of 2015. He's indicted in Massachusetts for witness intimidation in the 2013 shooting of Alexander Bradley. And prosecutors believe that Bradley was a witness to the homicide of the Deabru and Furtado thing. And they say Hernandez shot Bradley after he made a remark about the double murder. So May again, this was only like 10 days later, Hernandez pleads not guilty to witness intimidation in the Bradley case. And in court, he reveals a brand new tattoo on his neck reading "Lifetime Loyalty."
Wow.
So again, in May, Wallace, one of Hernandez's 2 co-defendants in the Lloyd murder, is convicted of accessory to commit murder after the fact and acquitted of murder in general. He is sentenced to 4.5 to 7 years in prison. So June of 2016, we have Ortiz pleads guilty to accessory after the fact in exchange for prosecution dropping the murder charges against him. And he was, sentenced to the same 4.5 to 7 years in prison. So we have March 1st, 2017, Hernandez's trial in the killings of Furtado and Deabru and the alleged witness tampering or whatever against Bradley that began. And prosecutors allege that Hernandez shot at the men 5 times after Deabru bumped into him at a nightclub and caused him to spill his drink.
Wow.
So prosecutors also argued...
That's a little overreaction.
For real. But get this. So prosecutors argued that Hernandez's tattoo, and it included a gun and 5 bullets, represented a confession. The dude was shot 5 times. And Hernandez's defense argues that there's little forensic or scientific evidence to prove that that's a confession or, whatever. But to me, it's clear that he was fucking bragging about the shit. So in April of 2017, Hernandez is found not guilty of the murder of those deaths of Furtado and D'Abreu and not guilty of witness intimidation.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It is bullshit. And of the 8 counts Hernandez faced, he is found guilty of just one, illegal possession of a firearm.
Yeah.
I mean, he was already serving life, but that's still fucking bullshit.
This dude was like at the top of his fucking game
Yeah,
when he went out.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
He was at his peak.
he was like a football player by day and a thug by night, or like a
Serious.
wannabe thug. I don't know. He was all over the place. Like, I was insane.
He wasn't no Tupac.
So Hernandez is found hanged in his prison cell at 3:05 a.m. This is April 19th of 2017. He is pronounced dead of an apparent suicide, according to Massachusetts Department of Correction. And on April 20th, of 2017, Hernandez's family announces that they plan to donate his brain to scientists to determine whether he had CTE.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Hernandez was later discovered to have stage 3 chronic
Wow.
CTE, and that's an advanced form of the degenerative brain disease. And this was considered the most severe case of CTE in someone his age, actually. The damage seen in his brain was only seen in people that were like 20 years older than Hernandez
So
himself.
that is a failure on those around him. Because how do you not, at a stage 3 CTE,
Yep.
how do you not notice changes in a person?
Obviously, somebody did at some point, but like we've talked about like a million times here, these boys were allowed to get, and I say boys because
These
they
guys,
were
yeah.
allowed to get away with a lot of fucking shit.
And they are like
Earlier.
kids. Like they act like kids.
Yep.
They're given when a
Money.
lot of these
They're given money and they're given some sort of
Freedom.
power and, whatever. They get the media attention and it all just fucking kind of fucks off from there.
Well, and Hernandez was always affiliated with gangs and things like that. Grew up
Yes.
in bad
I
side of
didn't
town.
I didn't go over any of that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and that's why
And
he
a
didn't.
lot of those kids are that
Yeah,
are like
yeah.
taken from wherever the fuck it is that they are, and then they're thrown
Because
into the NFL. They're
they
lucky to be
have-
there, so they're gonna do whatever
Yeah.
it takes to stay.
Right.
But
Well, and people did know. People did talk to him about it, the changes in him, and it would just cause him to get mad, violent, and so nobody would ever bring it back up.
I didn't fucking
I didn't
Yeah.
fucking do that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's a really good documentary on this on
Yeah.
Netflix. I actually just watched it not that long ago.
And you have to remember that during that time, 25 and under is prime growing years for boys specifically. Like their brains, everything. You're not really, mentally
Our
capable
brains,
of adulting
women and men.
until you're like over
Yeah.
25. So by the time he's this age, he's already
Yeah,
like,
you're stunted.
He had some pretty bad CTE back in college. They just didn't know about it.
they
as
didn't
well.
know.
Yeah.
They didn't know, and they didn't know what the fuck.
Yeah, that's
or
only something they're just now starting
So,
to really
where's
look
your
into.
mom?
Yeah.
And it was mostly like a personality thing at that time. They were like, "Oh, that's just who this motherfucker is." Like, it's not.
It
Dude.
sucks because
It sucks. It does suck, but it's not. It's not
it's
anything
just,
that
it's
anybody
sad because
could have
you
done
know
about
that
it.
these kids are kids that are taken from areas where they didn't have a lot, and they're in those situations where they're with gangs and shit. And so, for someone like Hernandez, I'm sitting here like, where's his mom? Because my mom would notice some shit like that. My
Yeah.
mom would go make the appointment herself, you know?
But, like you were talking about growing up in those neighborhoods.
You don't
know.
have that support. And that's what makes it sad. And I kind of wonder if the NFL does that on purpose.
I mean, they might. So, domestic violence in the NFL is a huge problem, and top players in the NFL continued to have successful careers despite being arrested for violence against women, according to research. Dr. Daniel Salofsky analyzed 117 cases where NFL players were arrested between 2000 and 2019 for allegations which included domestic violence, domestic assault, domestic battery, and, abuse, assault, battery,
Domestic,
sexual
Just
assault.
all of the
everything.
above.
All of the above. Okay. So only 21 of this 117 NFL players were found guilty, of whom 4 pled guilty to a lesser crime, just to, whatever.
Yep.
And 6 actually served jail time. This represented a 17.9% conviction rate.
Yeah, they're
Which
like,
is
we're not gonna
lower
get in
than like,
trouble.
so that conviction rate is lower than like the general public.
Well, and I've had this talk with friends too. Rasheed Rice, Kansas City's wide receiver, just caused it's been a couple months, caused the 6-car pileup in Texas and ran away. from the scene of a crime.
Never fucking heard about it again.
And
Didn't
this
get
is
in any
in
trouble for that.
every
He's-
sport.
Yeah,
This
so
is
he'll
like being in high school.
It really is.
Like, how many jocks got in trouble in high school?
None.
Well, right, and like if I did something like that, I'm going to jail right now. But this guy gets to pick within 5 years when he's going to serve a 30-day
you were talking about that the other day. You were all pissed
and
off
he's
about it.
getting fined, but he's going to face no jail time.
Yeah.
But
That's
any other normal
bullshit.
human being would probably be thrown in jail for life.
For sure. So in the most high profile cases, or case, I guess I should say, so we're talking about Ray Rice right now, Baltimore Ravens. He was banned indefinitely from the NFL after he was captured on camera knocking his partner unconscious in an elevator in February of 2014.
What is it with elevators?
No idea.
Small
Beyonce.
spaces.
I guess.
Solange. Though he eventually won an appeal and was technically reinstated by the NFL, he was made eligible to play, but no team would sign him following his arrest and his conviction, which good on them.
Yeah.
So since 2009, arrests for violence against women have had a bigger impact on career longevity, but this change only affects the lower performing and less valued players.
It's those
Of
bench
course.
players.
The
Yeah.
regular old guys.
Yeah. So
Back up.
the crucial factor in the Ray Rice case wasn't just that the incident was caught on camera, but that everybody had fucking seen it. And there was backlash. So the league implemented changes to its personal conduct policy to include punishments for domestic violence, with a 6-game suspension for first-time offenders, and this could be adjusted based on like a lot of different things. Players can petition to be reinstated into the NFL, just like fucking Ray Rice did.
Oh, so like if they're blackballed out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the NFL also mandated annual domestic violence trainings for all league employees, team owners, staff, and players. So in the 3 years before the NFL had changed its personal conduct policy, an average of 69 players
69.
Oh my God.
What a number.
were arrested per year for all offenses, including domestic violence.
My God.
Yeah. So from 2021 to 2023, an average of about 34 players were arrested a year. So they knocked that down by half.
Shouldn't they just be focusing on like getting fit, getting
Agreed.
trained,
Absolutely.
getting ready for the
100%,
season?
100%. But they did with all of these things that they implemented, they cut that in half. They cut the arrest shit
Okay,
in half.
that's noble.
It's, it's a start. Some players accused of violating the personal conduct policy have been cut outright by teams, never to play again, while stars such as Ezekiel Elliott and Kareem Hunt were handed suspensions by the league before resuming their careers. Elliott, who never faced any criminal charges, served a 6-game suspension after a league investigation into claims he abused his girlfriend in 2016. And Hunt sat out 8 games for his altercation with a woman in a Cleveland hotel in 2018. Some players don't get suspended by the league at all, including Tyreek Hill, the subject of a police investigation after his son sustained a broken arm in 2019. Police determined the injury was accidental and not child abuse. After a 4-month investigation, the NFL could not find evidence that Hill violated the personal conduct policy.
I mean, kids do break their arms.
They do. My kid's broke his arm
Yeah,
twice.
he has.
Yeah.
People probably be like, "Oh my God, what is
I
going
asked
on
the
at your
doctor
house?"
that time. I was like, "Hey, bro, I've been in here like 10 times in the last like 6 months. You gonna call DHS or what?"
I feel
And he's like, "Nah."
Yeah,
feel
he
like
did. He was like, "Nah, you're good."
But see, here's the thing too. I feel like Adrian Peterson. You guys all hear about that. He made
Yeah.
his kid go pick a switch and spanked him with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's
That's
not
like
that's not
regular
abuse,
shit,
man. That's
man.
nothing. That's
I feel like that's how we was raised,
right.
right?
That's discipline. He's raising a good kid.
My mom whipped my ass with a fucking wooden
What's
spoon.
food? And we talked about it on the podcast.
And look at me now.
We good.
I still love her.
Love that bitch. So the NFL suspended Buffalo Bills defensive end Von Miller for 4 games without pay for violating the league's personal conduct policy. Miller turned himself into police following an arrest warrant for a charge of 3rd-degree felony assault of a pregnant woman. Miller denied the allegations, and the case against Miller has since been closed. He turned himself in. He did what he needed to do. He sat out his whatever. I mean, do you know? Do you not know? It's one of those things where, these guys, because also on the other end of that, these guys are going to be falsely accused.
Yeah.
A lot. And I'm not saying that he was falsely accused. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that this is something that is going to happen because of their prestige and their
Yeah,
status.
it's easy to be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck your life up.
I want to make an easy mill.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's kind of stupid.
Make me shut up. Pay me $1 million."
right.
Yeah.
What, husband?
Nothing. I didn't
He's
say
too
nothing.
cute. No más pantalones?
No mas pantalones.
Okay. You see what we're dealing with here. You see what we have to endure.
I'm in love with a stripper. Do it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Janet said not here.
Oh, okay. Fine.
God dang.
So,
Oh my god.
we've made it.
That's a cackle for y'all. Oh, first, wait. Before we are done here, I want to give a shout out to fucking Canada, and I know I haven't even got
Blame
to
Canada.
No, Canada, because I haven't even got to talk to you girls about our
Oh my God, do they
our
love us in
pod,
Canada?
but Canada loves us
I
right
fucking
now.
love you,
Because-
Canada.
I don't know who the fuck it is.
Our people, man. I fucking knew I love
Don't
Canadians.
you know, Bobby?
Yeah,
We're
don't
from
you
the
know?
north as well.
Is it a
Was
beer
that
or a
bad?
beer,
Was that,
man?
or was that good?
I fucking love you, Canadians.
I totally
Yes,
clipped on that. I'm
Canada's
sorry.
really
Hold
listening to the pod.
on. Shut up.
In
Babe.
the last 2 weeks,
Let me
they
say
have
it
been,
again.
so
Don't forget to
whoever
shout
you
out
are in
Canada, husband.
Oh, let's go Canada.
Yeah, and I did. Hey, bitch, I bought a Canada hoodie the other
Oh
day
shit, I need
because
one of
I
them.
really kind of wish I was from there.
We love you, Canada.
Maybe the Canadians have figured out because them hockey
Yeah.
players, bro.
Oh
Bro,
my god,
you
dude,
play-
hockey is a
playing-
fucking awesome ass sport.
Playing football, it's got to be a walk in the park. Like you're
Yeah.
talking
Real.
up in hockey, you got to like.
I wish
go
I
back
could
and
remember
forth.
like some
Motherfuckers
Letterkenny
lose
shit
teeth
right
and
now.
shit
Oh
during-
yeah,
You're-
keep fighting each other.
You think your agility has to be good in football. Hockey is on a whole other fucking
Man, do you
plane.
remember playing hockey in high school?
Hell yeah.
And your fingers always got fucked up.
I
every
was-
fucking time.
I'm just
man.
gonna
Your
toot my
fingers
own horn.
always got fucked up all the way playing basketball.
be-
I
all
was
fucking
that.
football.
yeah.
I was that short girl
But-
that was overly aggressive in
No.
everything that we did.
I was the girl that they were like, do you want to be a linebacker?
There's literally a shit ton of these cases, and there is no possible way we could talk about all of them. So, is it CTE? Is it a bunch of good old boys with too much money and they have nothing better to do with their fucking lives? I feel like it's probably a mix.
Yeah.
So the players are pushed to physical extremes for their jobs. Although they are paid well to do this, it does have some lasting physical and mental effects. This doesn't excuse their behavior by any means, and I do believe that they should be punished. But I also believe that they should be receiving help and interventions at the first sign that something is wrong. Like, you know, they're having routine run-ins with the law, or, you know, they seem a little bit more aggressive at practice or whatever. So how's everyone feeling? Do we agree with the way the NFL handles some of these cases, or do we think they should do more? I think we've already kind of covered
we kind of
that.
want them to do more, I
Yeah,
think.
we
We
want them to
want-
do more.
I mean, we don't want this to be a political podcast.
And not necessarily in like the padding and that stance. I'm thinking
No.
like mentally,
Yes.
like therapists, like intervention type stuff.
They
They
should
should
have
make sure
annual,
everyone's strong in every
You
sense
know
of
what
the
they
word.
should start
Correct.
doing is annual brain scans in the NFL.
I agree.
Why don't they do that?
I do agree
They
with
got
that.
enough fucking money for it. So
Yeah.
why the fuck aren't we doing that? Look at America right now. We have a lack of mental health resources in general. It's just alarming that we really watch people get hurt for entertainment. And
I
we
mean,
do
I
that.
kind of
Yeah.
love it.
We love but no, it's how do you not love it, right?
I mean, yeah.
Like you love it.
Fired.
We love it. We want it. And it's not just football. It's so many sports where
Right.
people are getting hurt.
It's not even
There's
just
people-
sports. It's like the internet and
Yeah.
fucking everything.
And
Anytime anyone's feeling any
people-
kind of
UFC
People play
motherfucker.
fucking-
Yeah, I do like UFC.
Just think about fucking baseball. Like, my boyfriend's a huge fan. I think it's boring as fuck, but people die on the field when they get hit by a ball.
yeah.
like-
yeah, the fucking line drive right to the fucking
Yeah.
face, bitch.
But we just think, like, yeah,
Oh,
this
that
is
sucks.
the game, you know?
Sucks for
I mean,
them.
You could get
When's
in a
the
car
next
wreck
game?
for anything.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
literally,
shit happens.
you
gotta
could
go.
wreck tomorrow.
But I'm just saying, like, for entertainment purposes, where this is like a thing where we're making so much money off of it, there should be those necessary precautions put in place, and those things like a annual brain scan every year.
I'm just saying,
I
I would
agree with
totally
the brain
watch
skin.
rollerblading if more people fell and I could watch the violence.
And,
Oh my
that's
God.
what I mean, though. Like,
that's
we
not-
want the drama.
But like that's not even a violent sport. That's just something like I'm just saying like any sport you're gonna face
Whatever,
a
you
risk.
them
you
derby
can-
girls.
Have you ever
Derby
been to a
girls are
derby?
crazy.
I've seen that shit.
Don't fuck
but,
around with
like,
them derby girls.
I'm thinking about joining.
It doesn't have to be a violent
But
sport
how-
like
how
football,
many
hockey.
It
videos-
is.
If my arthritis in the knee
Johnny,
would
I
just
wanna ask you this,
relax a little.
That's it, right, honey? You got anything to say?
Nope. I mean, don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid.
Yep.
And, just watch out for that CTE.
And
That's
no
right.
mas pantalones.
Yeah.
No mas
mas
pantalones.
So thanks for following along with us today. Don't forget to follow along with us on Facebook. And obviously, don't forget to become a member over at our Patreon page. That is
It's
patreon.com/The Poison Tea Party. Listen, it's been a hot minute and I'm drunk as shit.
Fuck yeah.
Also, if you could rate and review us wherever you listen to us, that would be awesome. It really fucking helps us out. I'm going to go fuck up these bitches in some fantasy now. So,
girl. Bring
all
it, bring
you-
it, bring it. I'm so pumped.
so you all need to remember to keep it classy out there, okay? You've been poisoned.
Bye.